What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and it's another day and another Johnny Depp smear. It appears that the media, the far left-leaning media, doesn't want him just gone. They want him buried deep in a cavern where he'll never be found, where he will never, ever work again. In fact, The Hollywood Reporter put out yesterday a very long and scathing piece on Johnny Depp, written by Tatiana Segal, putting, here's my cover story on the career implosion of Johnny Depp, a casualty of Hollywood's sycophant culture in which his wild spending and substance abuse were rarely challenged. He's just never been told no for the past 35 years. Of course, getting completely destroyed. You can see here's saved accounts. This is what implosion numbers look like. I don't know what that necessarily means as followers, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at there. Full 2.5 hours of audio recordings submitted to court featuring AH being terrible. Witnesses who saw AH being terrible. Another, quote, journalist smearing Johnny Depp. What is it with your profession? Really? Does truth not sell anymore? I don't think so, considering Nick Wallace got a lot of support for diligently covering the UK trial. Your agenda is so obvious. Hope they use this in Virginia. You also forgot to include the last message of the text. I'm sure that was just an honest mistake. Here it was. I'm admittedly too effed in the head to spray my rage at the one I love, for little reason as well. I'm too old to be that guy, but pills are fine. Oops. I hope this is all finally over. Who admitted to taking a plethora of things in Australia? Oh, wait, it was AH. What about AH saying that she can't promise she won't get physical again? What about her anger problems that she can't control? Well, they'll never write that article. That article's never, ever going to be written. And, you know, before I get into this ridiculous hit piece, I know how YouTube will treat this video. All I ask is that you leave a like and a comment on it, and that you check out an amazing offer that I have for Displate that only goes for the next couple of days. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Displate. Now I'm reorganizing my set, and I brought in a brand new collection of a ton of Cyberpunk 2077 inspired designs, which are all on sale.
Wake the f up, samurai.
Exclusively using my link. 1 to 2 Displates, you save 30% off. 3 or more, you get 37% off. And look at that.
Oh my god.
There's even the quartering designs. There's 5 different quartering designs that you'll see if you follow my link. And there are numerous Cyberpunk 2077 designs, Marvel, outdoor images, sports stuff, whatever you could possibly be into. Displate has something cool to put on your wall in a wide variety of sizes, from this all the way up to basically full wall mosaics when you combine them. And I have a huge thank you for all of you who have supported Displate throughout this year. They make an amazing gift, and if you're stuck inside like most of us are, they make a great way to spruce up your walls. They mount magnetically, so you don't have to stick any holes in your wall. Plus, you can swap them in and swap them out as the season goes. Create your own designs and have a ton of fun with it. Make sure you support the channel and support your boring walls or somebody else's by using the link in my pinned comment below, and pick up some Displates and save huge. Hey, they make a great gift for yourself or for someone you love or even just like. They don't put holes in the wall, and they provide a very important source of support for this channel. So pick your Displates up today. Quote, he's radioactive inside Johnny Depp's self-made implosion. I'm sure the media didn't help at all. It wasn't just erratic behavior that wrecked one of the world's most bankable stars. It was his unquenchable thirst for revenge. I mean, you call it revenge. Most normal people call it justice. In the face of mounting bad publicity, Johnny Depp could still count on one friendly industry group, a Polish film festival. November 21st, the embattled star was poised to receive a career honor during the 28th Who Cares Cinematography Gala, and he's agreed to appear remotely from the U.S. with his virtual presence touted in the press. As an added seal of approval at a needed moment, the festival scheduled his latest film, a low-budget period drama, as its closing night offering. But after a montage of clips showcasing Johnny's unique visual sensitivity, the 57-year-old actor failed to materialize on screen. Instead, he sent along a bizarre picture of himself, open-shirted with platinum blonde hair, peeking out from behind a pair of colorful scarves. Inexplicably, he appeared to be standing behind bars, resembling a carefree swashbuckler serving time for a crime that he doesn't quite take seriously. The film, featuring Depp, has about a real-life war photographer, Eugene Smith, never screened. MGM, the film's director, removed it during the 7-day festival, citing piracy concerns. Depp's absence, we'll move forward. There are few examples of movie star implosion. Of Depp's magnitude. Hey, I mean, Mel Gibson's getting work again, so, I mean, he can recover. And have been so sudden and so spectacular. During the height of his stardom, in a 13-year stretch ending in 2016, he earned some $650 million, including $55 million from his profit participation in 2010's Alice in Wonderland, a Disney tentpole that earned $1 billion worldwide. For his recent film, which opens February 21st, he was paid just $3 million. The claim made at least 6 recent suits, along with multiple interviews conducted by THR, paint a picture of an out-of-control Depp, a casualty of Hollywood's sycophant culture, in which his wild spending and other bad behavior was rarely challenged. Or, I mean, just like anybody in Hollywood, I imagine. Or as one producer who worked on a recent Depp project notes, he's just never been told no for the past 35 years. That's typical in Hollywood, but I've never seen it to this extent. November 2020 simply offered the punctuation. Though likely intended as a creative reset, let's skip over the film. And look, if you want to read this, of course, you can. Here they have Hollywood decision makers, maybe less forgiving, in the light of the UK trial's copious references to taking just about every possible thing on the planet. Depp had been earning $20 million plus upfront paydays for major studios, all owned in increasingly risk-adverse and reputationally sensitive publicly traded media giants. And while filming Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales in Australia, Depp swallowed 8 pills at once, according to testimony in the UK, and embarked on a campaign of being mean to AH. It culminated with the tip of his finger being sliced off, which resulted in being flown back to LA to take care of it. Pirates was forced to shut down production for 2 weeks, costing the studio $350,000 a day. Depp claimed that AH threw this, injuring his finger. Well, she did. I don't think that was ever really refuted. You simply can't work with him now, says one studio head. He's radioactive. Well, right now, yeah, and that's because these people in the media, keep doing this. You keep writing this stuff. Depp was brought back for a third outing in a move approved by creator J.K. Rowling that gave him a payday contract that did not contain a morality clause. As a result, the studio was stuck paying his entire $16 million payday for the film, even after firing him in the wake of the UK verdict. He had filmed only one scene. Disney had already backed away from Pirates' future with Depp well before the UK trial, even if it never formally severed ties. Bruckheimer, who has been one of Depp's biggest champions and once suggested the finger injury happened because it got caught in a car door, was hoping to at least bring back Captain Jack Sparrow character briefly in the next outing, said to be a female-centric incarnation, fronted by Margot Robbie, and Disney balked. Insiders say Depp's relationship with Bruckheimer has frayed in recent months. Sources say the actor was poised to play the iconic illusionist Harry Houdini. That would probably be a good role for him in a Bruckheimer-produced high-end production, offering career jumpstart of multiple pricey films like 2016's Alice Through the Looking Glass, which earned a brutal $300 million worldwide and cost Disney hundreds of millions, as well as 2014's Transcendence, costing $100 million and making $109 million. 2013's Lone Ranger, which was a tank. The Houdini series, which has not yet found a home, would mark Depp's first foray into TV since his 21 Jump Street days. But the ruling may have made his casting untenable. One studio exec who's worked with Depp in recent years says his inner demons had long ago bled into his professional life, making him a huge liability thanks to frequent lateness and costly behavior. The discovery that came out of the trial alone would be enough to scare off any studio, says the executive. Yeah, okay, fine. I mean, I don't think I would be fair and balanced here if I just said, oh, Johnny Depp is completely guilt-free and he's the best guy to ever work with. I'm sure a lot of what is said about him being a wild Hollywood person is true. That said, a lot of what was said about AH was also true, and nobody seemed to care. Never mind Svengali, he's Depp's Rasputin, says one insider. Waldman declined to talk for this piece. In short order, the actor severed ties with his agent of more than 3 decades, UTA's Tracy Jacobs, with the Wallman as his attorney. He also sued his longtime business partner, Joe Mandel, for $25 million, and his entertainment lawyer for decades and father figure, Jake Bloom, for $50 million. Both cases settled privately, with Depp receiving some payout, but at a steep cost given the details of his finances and private life were laid bare. The bad behavior and all the stuff you would expect from Hollywood is certainly horrible, but at the top of it off, going after the very people who were the closest business and personal relationship for years shows a level of toxicity rarely ever seen, says one industry figure who has faced off against Depp. So you mean somebody that doesn't like Depp. And we don't know why he sued them. Maybe they were robbing him. Happens all the time. Meanwhile, a judge in Virginia has kicked Waldman off the case for leaking confidential material to the press. As such, Waldman has gone silent on Twitter since October 16th. His last tweet in the matter attempted to draw a conspiratorial connection between positive articles written by a journalist about AH and Musk's current partner, the singer Grimes. The City of Lies crew member, suit also alleged to go to trial earlier this year, has different COOF restrictions. Even before Waldman entered the picture, Depp was engaged in legal dramas on all fronts. Much of it playing out in the public eye. Sources say he paid his first wife, Lorianne Allison, $1.25 million to keep quiet after he left a long ranting message in which he repeatedly used the gamer word. That seems unlikely. And again, real classy reporting on it if there's no evidence. The previously unreported settlement was accomplished using fictitious names to avoid scrutiny, with Richard Green serving as a stand-in for Johnny Depp. But for Depp backers, former partner Vanessa Paradis, the mother of his 2 children, Lily Rose and Jack, defended him in court, as well did former fiancée Winona Ryder. Depp previously made a multi-million-dollar split settlement with her, so trying to poison the well there. But in a deposition, the ex-girlfriend said that Depp tossed a bottle of wine in her direction. Other, explosive suits were settled quietly, including one filed by 2 former bodyguards who claimed that they were subjected to unsafe work conditions, and duties were like cleaning up residue off Depp's face in public. So, I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why. This is news. It's because really, you could probably say this about just about anybody in Hollywood, but because they're trying to bury Johnny Depp, this is what they're going to write. And the article goes on and on and on and on. And, here you have Depp is a worst-case scenario for handling bad PR. On top of a crisis communication specialist, I use him as a model for telling my clients what not to do. It's not a case for shooting himself in the foot. He ended it all. The $10 billion man, you have all this money, right? Coming in, Pirates of the Caribbean, $1.1 billion, Pirates of the Caribbean World End, another billion, total of $10.2 billion. That's precisely where Depp started, by carving out a lane for himself as the quirky anti-hero of such unconventional fare such as Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood, and Chocolat, before morphing into an unlikely tentpole star. But The Minamata type paydays won't keep the lights on in Depp's 14 homes, and for now, the doors appear to be closed on studio blockbusters. It's not like with Mel Gibson. Nobody is saying we're not seeing this film or we're not buying the DVD because it's Mel Gibson, said Eric England, a German acquisitions executive at Splendid Film who released Gibson's big comeback, 2016's Hacksaw Ridge. The general audience is not that in touch with the whole persona of things as we think. Johnny Depp is still a very big star, and the fact that he's coming back to independent world is maybe a good thing for his career. From a creative point of view, there's probably more to do there than back in the studio world. And let's be honest, he still has plenty of money. The media continues to pile on him. I think as a supporter of Johnny Depp, all I want is equal treatment, which would be the removal of a few of his former cohorts from WB. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.